What if I told you that one of the strongest predictors of your future independence isn't your blood pressure, your cholesterol, or even your weight? It's how you walk. That's right, your gait, how you move through space each day, may quietly determine whether you'll stay mobile in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, or whether a single misstep could lead to injury, hospitalization, or permanent loss of independence. Now, this isn't meant to alarm you. It's meant to empower you. Because while falls may seem sudden or random, the risk factors that lead to them are often modifiable. And they don't require fancy equipment, gym memberships, or athleticism to improve. Walking is something most of us take for granted until it starts to feel unsteady. But here's the good news. Even in later life, your body retains the ability to adapt, to relearn stability, and to strengthen the systems that protect you from falling. In today's episode, we'll unpack 6 walking techniques, each grounded in biomechanics and used successfully by older adults across the country, that can help you walk more confidently, avoid dangerous falls, and preserve one of the most powerful assets for healthy aging, your independence. Let's dive in, because how you move today can shape the life you live tomorrow. Number 1, the forward gaze principle. When it comes to preventing falls, we often think about our legs, strength, flexibility, coordination. But surprisingly, one of the most overlooked factors in stable walking begins much higher up, with your head and eyes. Where your head goes, your body follows. Quite literally, the average older adult instinctively looks down while walking, focusing on the feet or the immediate ground ahead. It feels safer. You're scanning for cracks, bumps, or uneven terrain. But here's what most people don't realize. Walking with your head down for extended periods subtly shifts your center of gravity forward, round your shoulders, compresses your spine, and throws off your entire postural alignment. Biomechanically, this posture suppresses natural core engagement and makes reactive balance harder. It limits peripheral awareness and shortens your stride. Over time, it can actually increase fall risk. What's the solution? A simple but powerful technique called the forward gaze rule. Instead of watching your feet, practice keeping your eyes focused 10 to 15 feet ahead, scanning the path while maintaining an upright spine and gently lifted chin. One patient of mine, Harold, 78, began retraining this habit during daily walks. The result? Less tension in his neck and shoulders, smoother stride, and a renewed sense of control over each step. This isn't about ignoring hazards. It's about training your body to maintain vertical alignment and spatial awareness. Think of your gaze not just as vision, but as leadership. Your eyes direct your balance. Lift your gaze, and your body will follow. Number 2, swing into stability. Arm rhythm restored. Most people think balance comes from the feet up, but here's a surprising truth. Your arms play a pivotal role in how well you walk and how likely you are to stay upright. In a natural, healthy gait, your arms swing opposite your legs. Right foot forward, left arm forward. Left foot forward, right arm forward. This cross-pattern movement isn't just habit. It's a built-in stabilization system your brain depends on for balance and rhythm. Unfortunately, many older adults lose this pattern without even noticing. Maybe it's due to a fall. Maybe it's a shoulder injury. Or maybe it's subtle fear, walking with stiff arms, clenching fists, or carrying a cane. But here's what research tells us. Reinstating natural arm swing improves postural stability, reduces sway, and increases walking efficiency. That's not theory, that's biomechanics. Take Bernice, a 79-year-old retired teacher. After a fall, she began using a cane, but her left arm stopped moving. She was walking unevenly. Her gait had become rigid. A physical therapist helped her reintroduce controlled arm swing, using her cane on one side and restoring movement to the other. After just a few weeks, she described walking as lighter, more natural, more confident. Here's what you can do. Keep your elbows slightly bent, hands relaxed, and allow your arms to swing gently at your sides. You don't need to exaggerate. Just let them move. Even one arm swinging is better than none. Because when your arms move, your whole body moves better, with rhythm, control, and stability. Number 3, heel-to-toe mechanics, reprogramming the step. Walking is something most of us never think about until we stumble. But what if the way your foot touches the ground is silently shaping your stability? Here's the truth. Many older adults begin to walk flat-footed or even toe-first, especially after injuries, surgery, or long periods of inactivity. This seems like a minor change, but it has major ripple effects. It throws off your stride, weakens your leg muscles, and increases the risk of tripping, especially on uneven surfaces. Let's break it down. In a stable, efficient gait, each step starts with your heel contacting the ground first. The pressure then rolls through the arch, ending at your toes, which push you into your next stride. This heel-to-toe motion allows your body to absorb shock, align your joints, and activate your calves, hips, and glutes. Why does this matter? Because shuffling, dragging, or landing on your toes short-circuits this chain. It reduces ground contact feedback, shortens step length, and causes fatigue in the knees and hips. Over time, it leads to instability and greater risk of falls. Leonard, a 74-year-old avid gardener, started noticing he was barely lifting his feet. After 2 near falls, his physical therapist guided him through a simple retraining protocol, walking slowly along his hallway, barefoot on a towel, heel first, feeling each part of the foot re-engage. Within weeks, his gait transformed. He wasn't walking faster, but with more control, more confidence, and fewer missteps. Want to try it? Start at home. Remove your shoes. Walk across a soft surface and pay attention. Heel, arch, toe. It's not a workout. It's a reset. Because stability doesn't always come from strength. Sometimes it comes from remembering how to move the way your body was designed to. Number 4, shorter strides, greater control, the compact step strategy. When we think of walking with confidence, most people assume a longer stride is better. It feels powerful, like you're covering more ground, moving with purpose. But as we age, that instinct can quietly become a liability. Here's why. When you reach too far with your leading foot, your weight shifts behind your base of support. That creates a moment of instability where your reaction time becomes your safety net. And for many older adults, that safety net is thinning. Long strides place more strain on the hips and knees, reduce foot contact time, and increase braking forces, the kind of forces that make it harder to recover if you slip. In contrast, shorter, more compact steps keep your body aligned vertically, allowing for quicker corrections, greater muscle engagement, and smoother transitions. Think of your stride like a metronome. Not how far you step, but how predictably you move. When your steps are short and controlled, your center of gravity stays over your feet. You move like a tree with deep roots, grounded, stable, adaptable. Mr. Franklin, an 82-year-old retired postman, thought speed meant strength. But after 2 close calls on familiar sidewalks, he changed his stride. A physical therapist helped him increase cadence and reduce step length, just slightly. The outcome? More stability, less fatigue, no more stumbles. Try this. Walk for 10 seconds at your normal pace and count your steps. Then repeat with consciously shorter steps. More steps in the same time means greater control, not less. In aging, we often trade distance for safety. But here's the truth. Stability always beats speed. And shorter steps may be the most underrated longevity tool you never knew you had. Number 5, strength from the center. Your core is your balance. Most people associate the core with crunches or abs. But in aging science, your core muscles, abdominals, obliques, lower back, and pelvic stabilizers are your balance command center. Why? Because the core connects the upper and lower body. It controls posture, transmits force, and anchors your spine with every step. And here's the key. When your core is weak, everything else, legs, hips, even your feet, has to compensate. That leads to overcorrection, fatigue, and unsteady movement. Strong core muscles don't just help you stand tall. They improve proprioception, your brain's awareness of body position. With each step, your core makes micro adjustments to keep you upright, even on uneven terrain. The good news? You don't need crunches or a gym membership to strengthen this system. What you need is consistency with small, functional movements. One example: while standing next to a kitchen counter, lift one foot off the floor for 5 seconds, keeping your torso upright. Switch sides. This simple act lights up your core stabilizers and builds neuromuscular coordination. Or try this: when brushing your teeth or walking, gently draw your belly button inward toward your spine and hold for a few seconds. That subtle engagement creates spinal support without strain. Lillian, 81, started doing these invisible exercises while waiting for her morning tea. Within weeks, she reported feeling steadier, not just walking but getting in and out of chairs and even climbing steps. A strong core isn't cosmetic. It's foundational. It anchors your frame and prepares your body to recover when life throws you off balance. In aging, it's not just about muscle mass. It's about muscle intelligence. And your core is the brain behind every step. Number 6, navigating transitions. Train your brain to see the floor. Falls don't always happen on steep stairs or slippery sidewalks. Often, they happen in the most ordinary places at the exact moment the floor changes beneath your feet. Transitions from tile to carpet, from dark wood to a glossy hallway. Even just walking from a rug onto a bare surface can confuse your brain if your attention isn't fully engaged. As we age, our sensory integration, how our brain interprets visual, tactile, and vestibular signals, slows slightly. That means subtle surface changes can delay your reaction time, especially if you're distracted or moving quickly. The problem isn't always the floor, it's that we didn't notice it changed. This is where one small habit makes a huge difference: naming the surface. Quietly say carpet, step, tile, or wood as you approach. It may sound silly, but research in neurorehabilitation shows that verbal cues sharpen motor response by engaging the brain's executive function. Peter, 79, nearly fell in his own hallway, caught off guard by a polished surface he'd walked over for years. Now he silently names every floor type he crosses. "It's like my feet have a map again," he says. And don't overlook visual distortions. Bifocals and glare from shiny floors can mislead depth perception. If you wear progressive lenses, be extra cautious near stairs or curbs. Here's a practical tip. Walk through your home and identify every transition: carpet to tile, step downs, glossy wood, throw rugs. Then practice naming each one as you approach. It takes just seconds, but the result is profound. A brain trained to anticipate and adapt, not just react. Because staying upright isn't just physical, it's perceptual. And awareness, just like muscle, can be strengthened with practice. Number 7, the psychology of falling. Fear, confidence, and the brain. We often talk about falls as physical events: a slip, a misstep, a moment of imbalance. But what's less discussed is what comes after: the psychological impact. For many older adults, the fear of falling becomes just as limiting as the fall itself. This fear, often silent, leads to subtle but profound changes in behavior. You stop walking as far. You avoid uneven ground. You hold furniture while moving around your own home. Bit by bit, your world shrinks, not because your body can't move, but because your mind has lost confidence. Here's the irony. Fear of falling often increases the risk of falling. Why? Because fear creates tension. Your muscles tighten. Your stride shortens. Your natural reflexes become stifled. The body no longer moves with fluidity. It moves with caution. And cautious walking, when exaggerated, can become unstable walking. But here's the empowering part. Confidence is also a muscle. And like physical strength, it can be rebuilt through consistent, safe, intentional practice. Each of the 6 walking techniques we've explored: gaze, arm swing, heel contact, stride, core engagement, and surface awareness, are tools not just for physical balance, but for psychological balance. When you practice them regularly, you begin to trust your body again. You reclaim agency. And with that, you move from fear to freedom. Because the goal isn't just to prevent a fall, it's to restore a belief: I can move with confidence. Number 8, the 7-day stability challenge. Rebuild strength through movement. Let's turn knowledge into action. Over the next 7 days, I invite you to try a simple experiment. No equipment, no gym, just 6 movements spread across your day to help rewire your balance system from the ground up. Here's your 7-day walking confidence challenge. 1. Forward gaze practice. During every walk, keep your eyes 10 to 15 feet ahead. Only glance down briefly. Train your vision to guide your posture. 2. Arm swing activation. Walk for 2 to 3 minutes with relaxed shoulders, elbows bent, and a gentle opposite arm swing. Let rhythm return naturally. 3. Heel-to-toe drill. At home, barefoot, walk across a towel or rug. Feel your heel land first, then roll to the toes. 5 minutes daily. 4. Compact step walk. Choose one daily walk where you shorten your strides slightly and increase step count. Note how your body feels more stable. 5. Core wake up. While brushing teeth or standing at the counter, lift one foot and hold for 5 seconds. Switch sides. Do 2 reps per leg. 6. Surface naming. Every time you step onto a new surface, tile, carpet, wood, say it quietly to yourself. Tile, step, mat. This trains your brain to anticipate change. You can do these exercises in under 15 minutes total per day, or integrate them into your existing routine. It's not about intensity. It's about intention. This isn't just a challenge. It's an invitation to reclaim strength, movement, and confidence one step at a time. You've just learned 6 of the most overlooked yet powerful tools for preventing falls, preserving balance, and restoring confidence as you age. These aren't hacks. They're habits. Habits grounded in science. Habits you already have the power to build, starting today. So ask yourself, what's one small change I can start with tomorrow morning? Is it lifting your gaze? Is it engaging your core? Is it stepping with purpose? If this message resonated with you, or reminded you of someone you care about, consider sharing it. Leave a comment below. Which habit will you try first? And if you believe in strength through understanding, movement through awareness, and aging with resilience, we'd love to have you subscribe. We're building a community that walks forward together. Your future self is waiting. Let's help you meet it, standing tall and walking strong.